Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are in the country. My name is Josh Elohim from BackNine Insurance. I will be your speaker for today. Wanted to jump right into this here. We're truly excited about a new integration that just happened with Redtail Technologies and BackNine Insurance. We just integrated what's called Quote and Apply. Quote and Apply is the first ever multi-carrier agent and or consumer facing e-application for life insurance. I know it's a mouthful, but in essence, we give financial planners the ability to run life insurance quotes in seconds and then apply in minutes. So I want to jump right into this here. If you can see my screen here, this is the integration that just happened here. We're truly excited about this because we know that life insurance has not been easy in the past. So the goal now is to make this really simple for all financial planners. So I'm going to dive right into this here. This is a demo account that I have with Redtail. So in essence, just to show you how this works here, all you have to do if you're a Redtail member is you go into your integration tab, you find our company, which is BackNine Insurance, you click on it, you go to your Manage Integrations tab, and then you're going to find this right here. You click on your asterisk here, settings. It's just going to ask for your NPN number, which is your national producer number. You plop that in, you hit save, and you are ready to go. All right, so let's just say I have a client who's interested in life insurance. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my contacts, and we're going to find that person. This is dummy data here, but I'll pick on my client here. Once they're up there, I know there's a plethora of information that we have in the system. So now I'm going to go back to my integration and I'm going to find BackNine Insurance again. So now I just hit Start Quote. This technology has truly been a game changer for us, especially with this pandemic right now where you are not able to see your clients. You can do all of this right from the convenience of your home, from your office, wherever you're at. And the client does not have to be face-to-face. You can use technologies like Zoom, where you can just do that right over the phone. So here we go. Hi, my name is, I'm ready to help you. So here's the software. As you see, because of Redtail, we can integrate a lot of this. We pull from their API, so we can integrate a lot of the information here. So I got my client's first and last name. We go right into it. We know this is a male or female, so the software allows us to help to answer questions that we already know that's in there. You do have to put your client's health in, so preferred best is 5 hearts, all the way down to a 1 heart, which is a low standard rate class. So go ahead and put in your client's health. Before in the past, we just used to ask a smoker or non-smoker question, but as we all probably know that people are smoking different things now, right? So the question is, what are you smoking? How often are you smoking it? You can also say never, that's fine. Then you have to put in your client's height, weight. There's nothing worse that kills your preferred best health class than if you're 5'9", 300 pounds. You will not get the best health class. So we just try to make it so people can be honest, give them the opportunity there. So if they did pick 5 hearts in the beginning and they picked 300 pounds here, they'll bring them back down to a 1 heart to avoid that $50 premium and then it being $250, if that makes sense. It is a personal question. You can also skip it. As you see here, it auto-populates the date of birth here, making life really simple. And just like that, we get rates. We know on our side that millennials have no patience, right? They want it and they want it right now. But guess who else doesn't have patience? Older people, so they've been around the block. So really no one has patience anymore. So what you're seeing right now is $1 million, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30-year term. So this is great, and it's also showing the lowest cost here for that product. So this is great, but I actually need $2 million. I just moved my mouse. You see how fast that just worked right there? Extremely simple, right to the point. I don't need 2 million, I actually need 10 million. Good problem to have. There you go. The system is extremely interactive, very straightforward, right to the point. Let's just go back down to 1 million here. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick my carrier, pick my term, hit the next button, and there you go, we're shopping. So take a look here. There's the cheapest company first. If I scroll down there, here's the magic. Like I said in the beginning, this is the first ever multi-carrier. So look at, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15 different options for your client, you or your client, to pick from here. So it's truly been a game changer for us to be able to have this right at you or your client's fingertips. Extremely easy, extremely simple to use. So just gonna hit the back button here for a second to go back. So term insurance, in our opinion, is pretty straightforward. It's really simple, it's really straightforward. So if you look here, we also have permanent products. I can click on permanent. Now watch this. This is where I think it's truly amazing, because it takes a long time to run these illustrations, but now I have access to universal life, protection IUL, guaranteed UL, whole life, and accumulation IUL. Truly excited about the opportunity to offer this to you. So if you look here, let's say I go to guaranteed UL, I hit that next button. I just call this term for life. It's pretty straightforward. If you look, I have my products. I'm back to shopping here. The only big difference now is instead of going for 30 years, I can go to age 120, 100, or 95. I take one step back here. We also have, again, permanent products from whole life to accumulation IUL to universal life here. So you name it, we've got it here. I pick universal life. I hit the next button. Now I'm shopping. So the goal here is, I mean, did you see how fast that came up? This is cash value if I want to, permanent options. This is great, Josh. You know, I know a lot of financial planners they're working with the long-term care to help their clients to protect their AUM. So now, let's say I wanted to go in here and I wanted to add a long-term care rider. I click here, I can say with LTC rider. Oh, this is great, Josh, but you know what? I don't want to pay this when I'm 85, 90. Is there any other options? Well, actually there is. I can do different payment methods from 5 pay, 10 pay, 20 pay. Let's just go with the 10 pay here. On the spot, I hit this rerun button. Again, never in the history of our business, in the insurance business, have you been able to pivot so quickly right in front of your client. Did you see how fast that was? So you can pivot right on the spot here. Just to give you that visual, I just added that long-term care rider right here. So now I can get up to 4% of $1 million or up to $40,000 a month. A lot of clients can make decisions right here on the spot. If you need, we have the actual illustration you can click on where you can pull the illustration right up and you can move forward here. So let's say your client's like, this is great. It looks like you have John Hancock, you have Nationwide. I've heard of Nationwide. So let's move forward with them. And normally this is a time when you pull out your 50, 60, 70 page paper application and the client has a heart attack and dies on the spot. So there goes your case. So now I can hit this apply button. You see it right here? I can go right into the application. That's how smooth it was. Because of our Redtail integration, you see how all the information's auto-populated here. Really excited about that. So there you go. I hit this next button. It goes right into their address. Again, we have all that information here. I just have to answer how many years I've been there. Let's just say 5. Go to the next button here. Okay, your employer, your occupation, the information's in here. We just have to answer that how many years tab. The address is in there for the company. Will this person be the owner of the policy? So just so you know, we write a lot of Keyman and BuySell here. People think it's a super sophisticated concept. The only difference is the ownership. Who's going to own the policy? Well, in a Keyman BuySell, it's not owned by the individual, it's owned by the business. That's typically how it works. You can also set up for the trust or individual. Just to make it easy, we'll say that person will own the policy. Okay, well, who's going to be the beneficiary? Same thing, trust, business, individual. I'll just say individual for now. You will have to fill this part in. We'll say Mrs. Doe. We'll say that's the wife. We'll go next. You can add a contingent beneficiary to back up your primary. Again, this is exactly like your normal application, your paper. It's just, when you print it up and you take out all that fluff. I don't need this. I don't need this. I don't need this. So there you go. We'll just skip this. Now I get excited about this because look at all the financials from the income, the assets, the liabilities. Because you are a Redtail user, this information is in the system. So again, we want to make your life easy. They do not keep the social, so we'll have to type that in, as well as the state there. So I go to the bottom, I hit next. We're moving right along here. Does this person have any existing life insurance? If the answer is yes, really simple. I just plug it in there, what it is. You can also say no, we'll skip that. So by a raise of hands, which I can't see, how many people have had issues with APSs, the annual physician statements? What a nightmare. It can slow down your case by 2 or 3 months. So now what I'm going to do is I go into here on the spot, and I can log into our patient portal. So what this does now is I can actually pick my medical facilities right here on the spot. If it's not one that your client's a part of, they can go ahead and type it in here. I'll pick Kaiser in California. We call it the kiss of death. It's typically 2 or 3 months to get records. On the spot here, I can have my client put in their username and their password. When I hit that connect button, we are able to pull those medical records instantaneously right on the spot. Absolute game changer here. If for some reason your client forgot their username and password, they can reset it right here. If they don't have an account, they can go ahead and create one right here. It's not the end of the world that they say no right now, because guess what? We're going to use the same exact, maybe a week goes by and they ask for the APS then, we're going to use the same exact setup. You can also send a text right to your clients. They can do it themselves on their own free time. Believe it or not, we're almost finished here. I know it's kind of scary, but so listen, if we didn't put that height weight in the beginning, just watch how this works. I put in a height weight and then it shows me where my health class is going to be. So at this point, I can pick on my status. I can run through some of these health questions very quickly here. We do have some carriers that allow you to bind coverage, so I can start coverage today, meaning I can answer no to some of these questions. I can also plug in my routing number, my account number, so I don't have to go back and ask for that again. So again, by a raise of hands, how many people have had tremendous issues with exams? What a nightmare, from the examiner to the agent to the client to the GA. That's 4 ways things can go wrong. You're all going to love this. Based on whatever zip code you put in across the country here, this is a live calendar from exam 1 of real time to set up your exam on the spot here. So here you go. Here are my dates, my calendar. Let's say I want to lock this out on a Friday. I pick my date. On the spot, I pick my time. I hit the next button. We just set up the exam. It was that simple. The client gets a calendar invite right to their calendar to remind them of the exam so they don't forget. The examiner also calls the client a day before as well. So ever since we've implemented this new system, our exam completion ratio has gone to the roof, and you can probably see why. So last 2 options are, let's say for some reason maybe you're not using Zoom, which I highly recommend. It's a free service. You can hit sign via email. Let's say that you are using Zoom, doing this with the client on the spot, or the client's doing this 100% by themselves, which can be done, or we get past this pandemic here and then you're meeting your clients face to face again. What they do is they all hit sign now. So as we're speaking here, all the information is auto-populating the DocuSign. Cherry on top of the sundae, a fully completed 60 or 70 page paper application. My finger's getting tired here. So hopefully you're all probably familiar with DocuSign. You click on start. All I'm going to do here is I adopt my signature, and I'm at the end of the race here. I just point and click. Welcome to the future of where life insurance is heading. Truly excited about the opportunity here. Love the chance to have you go ahead and get set up in your Redtail CRM software. If for some reason you're not a Redtail member, you can still use our software. So just reach out to us and we will get you set up in our system, and we'll go from there. I really appreciate your time. I'm looking forward to serving and helping all the financial planning community. I hope everyone has a blessed day and stays safe.